Got enough light there to see it?
Yep.
That's it. Going to record sound as well.
Yep.
Okay, this is a machine I designed some years ago for treating breast cancer, and it gives off a magnetic field, and what we've got is a little magnet on there, and I'm just going to give it a pulse and a light will come on as well. So, ready? Work the time, turn it over. Was that something else?
Yeah.
You hear it go whee! So where did it go?
Sounded like a little Smurf.
Whee! Smurf, all right. That's how powerful it is to get a magnetic field. Now, what happened, we had a fellow in Fiji that had been in an explosion and he had been split from the back of his head to his spine. 6 years in hospital under treatment, and we gave him one shot of that, cured him. So I'll go get another magnet. Well, there's part of the magnet over here we blew up before.
Ash, smile please.
So it produces a very heavy current. Now, there's a bit that blew up. If it's the wrong way around, nothing's going to happen. Right? Just sit her in there. So, here we go. Okay, so we turn it over.
That hit the roof.
Okay, so that's what happens when we design things to blow up. So that on a lymph node on a woman's breast, cure overnight. That's how simple it is. I'll go and find another magnet.
And a face shield.
So what we're going to have to do this time, we'll put it on and then put something over it, because there's maybe a cloth of some sort.
A chance of shrapnel, is there?
Well, it could shatter a window, it's so powerful, so we don't want to do that. So we'll just get a rag of some sort. There's a bit of a cloth. Now, depending on which polarity is down.
Which way is it facing when it's actually exploding like that?
That I've got to test out. I'll do that in a moment. Oh, we'll do it now. No, can't do it that one. Yeah, this one could shatter, so we better watch out. And here we go. No, so it's the other side. It's a ferrite magnet. That's a bit more like it. So let's just see. Might be able to catch it. Okay, so it's the other side. Right, now that's a very heavy. How high did that go?
I was zooming out as it did it. It's sort of probably about this high.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Up to your head high. Not so high that time.
Okay, now this one here is a very low magnetic field. The other one I put on there is a neodymium, and that is why it shattered with so much ferocity that it blew it up into the air like that. We'll see what happens this time. Okay, so that's the other side, so I was trying to pull it in, right? Turn it over. Something else, eh? Okay, so that's how you cure a lady's lymph node. That's why doctors will immediately cut a woman's lymph nodes out when she's got breast cancer.
Yep.
The idea is going to cure the breast cancer from spreading. That's rubbish, absolute rubbish. All you got to do is do that. You can't feel it, right? You do it several times. You do it on the other side. If you've got a brain tumour, top of your head, there it is. Right? Go down over the lymph nodes, all around. Lymph nodes are here and here. You go across the stomach, up the centre. You can go to the heart. You don't do it to people who's got a pacemaker because it can upset it.
Mm.
So that's basically what it is. So for treating cancer or any kind of disorder that's a virus, it will kill it. Leukemia, you just do all the bones from the hips down, all the bones in your body, just keep on going over it. Do that a couple of times a day for maybe a couple of days and that's it, your leukemia is gone. So it's that simple. Well, there you have it. So we'll do it one more time, just to give you some idea.
We're going to be doing this all night long.
Yes. There you go. 30 mil, you got enough light there?
Yep.
This is a 30 mil neodymium. It's about grade 50. And we'll put the south side up, so in other words the north side is against this. There it is there. And put that over there like that. We'll see what happens. No? Okay, so it's the other side. So the north side is up. So if you was hanging that on a string, that would point towards the South Pole. So here we go.
Whee! It survived its journey that time.
So the flash itself is a negative charge, repelling the positive of the
It's a north pole that's coming off this here.
a north pole coming up, so it's repelling.
I'm sorry, you're right. No, it's
Yeah.
the south pole coming
Yeah.
off this.
Right.
And do it again. Alright, if I'm actually going to go. Is that something else?
That is something else.
How high do you go to the ceiling?
It went out of the viewfinder.
Well, we'll do it again, get back a bit. Leaning. I've got it aimed slightly towards the... So, north, up, south is going to be repelled by a south pole coming off this here. Here we go.
Now, we were talking about the planet coming in and the plutonium, which is a positive charge, so it's the south. So if the...
Well, if you get the south pole coming in off the Nibiru, or you want to call it, but Kachina, the red or blue Kachina, as it comes close, it'll pull all the positive charged plutonium and every other nuclear waste straight up.
Well, actually it'll push, because, you know, you said if the south comes in, that's the...
No, south will pull the north.
Right, the
Let's
negative.
say, where is it going?
Okay, so the south is the negative.
Crashing on this. Lucky you didn't take your glasses out there.
Yeah, right, got it.
Okay, so we've got the south pole, that's the south pole. So it's going to repel the south pole. So if it's a north pole, now I'll see if I can aim it. I'll make it spin, how's that? Okay, here we go. Do you hear the sound of it?
Mm.
Right, now is that interesting or not?
So the electrical charge, positive.
Well, what we've done, we've taken an ordinary voltage off your mains. It goes through a transformer, then through some diodes. It's then, the coil is lined up with this professional, that's why the light goes on, it's lined up in series with this professional light. So, what we have then, right, now we're going to zoom that that's going to spin him. You listen, see if you can hear it.
Sounds like an insect or something flying through the air. Buzzes.
That's how many times it's spinning, right?
Incredibly fast.
I'll do it again and see if we can get it to go a little higher, because I'm setting it off to one side, right? So South Pole repels South Pole. There it is. Ready?
Jeez, I get nervous. No.
Anyhow, that's what we do. That cures breast cancer, prostate cancer, any cancer that's in your body, it'll cure it through the magnetic field. And on top of that, if you use ozone in water, you can get those on eBay for about $100. You just put the ozone with the water and make colloidal silver out of it, even better. So what the colloidal silver is a positive charge. So as your body's a negative, what you're doing now is when you drink ozone, which is H2O3, it's got an extra atom, if you like, of oxygen. And all of the viruses are anaerobic. In other words, they can't stand to be in a high oxygen environment. And as a result of that, your cells, the virus gets into the DNA and causes the cell DNA to make another virus. So with the positive charge and the ozone, now it's all one liquid. It is a positive charge silver and ozone high oxygen content, which is pulled into as a tiny molecule into the cells of your body and kills every virus that you've got. Now, if you also make it out of a high pH water, then any virus that's turned to a fungus, because this is what happened, viruses will change, the DNA will start to produce a fungus. Well, lung cancer, for example, is a fungus. So it will also get rid of it by doing that. So, there you have it.
You think they'd teach that to doctors at university?
My niece is married to a doctor that was in Fiji chopping off the legs of people because they had diabetes too. We went there and overnight we cured our diabetes too with calcium hypochlorite, and also this treatment and ozone, of course, and colloidal silver. But it was primarily the calcium hypochlorite that did it, and that's really boost your immune system. When she met him, he's a very, very well-educated man from India, and a lovely fellow. Ravi, his name is. And she actually met him online, believe it or not. Anyhow, they got together, and because we come back from doing our round-the-world trips and that, and I was sitting with them at a table one night, and I said to Ravi that I could cure diabetes too. We've been doing that in New Guinea, so we've eradicated diabetes too in New Guinea.
Fiji.
In Fiji, rather. And he got up and left the table without saying a word and went to bed. This man's a neurosurgeon. He's no idiot, right? But he could not bear the thought.
No,
that
he's orthopedic. That's
orthopedic,
why
rather. Same thing, really.
Yeah.
Orthopedic is bones, eh? So he couldn't bear the thought that we had been there for a few days, and the first day we cured a woman of diabetes too. And then that's just rocketed all over the islands, right? So now they're setting up. Problem is right now, of course, is the Fukushima is dumping all this plutonium and so forth on the islands. So now we've got another problem. So we've got to come up with a quick fix, and that's what Revelation in the Essene book is all about, number 3. And it talks about mankind who has harnessed the power of the sun and turned it for evil purposes. And the angel is talking to John, and John says he turns his head away in shame. Well, so he bloody well should. But the Essene Revelation is entirely different to the book of Revelation. So the book of Revelation has got some points in it which we can use for codes, but the reality is you've got the angels of the heaven and you've got the angels of the earth. So you've got an angel of the sun, which is the female angel, the mother, if you like. So you've got the mother, the nuclear fusion rate of the sun, for example, in the King James Bible, irregardless of it being the Freemason Bible, it has the numbers that have been divinely inspired into it by King James and William Shakespeare, who was Edward de Vere. And how many times we've got the word Lord in it? 657, New Testament. And that means the nuclear fusion rate of the sun is 657 million tonnes of hydrogen converted to helium per second. So this is what the Revelation 3 is all about in the essence, because Jesus himself was an essence. It's that simple. So, there you go. Demo is over.